Hello. So today I will start a recording of our first class, which this video is I create for students who are not available during weekend during Ramadan. So yep, let's start the class. So the first one on this slide, this is the summary of our class. We will learn about Yebi Pion. Okay, we will learn about Yebi Pion is the translation is let's learn Korean. Basically, we will learn about kind of like Korean alphabet, Korean alphabet, and then we will learn about common greeting. Okay, common greeting. And then we will learn about 자기소개, which is self-introduction. So you need to know how you can self-introduction in Korea. And then we will learn about 일상생활, which is about daily activities, what Korean usually say when they are doing their daily activities. And we will learn about 위치. 위치 is location and position. So for example, if there is a table, and then you put a pen here. So how we want to describe this, okay? And then we will learn about mulgon sagi. Mulgon sagi means shopping. So when you are try to shop something, so how you want to say it in Korea. And then there's like part 1 and part 2. I think this is the overall overview of our course for this semester, okay? So let's move on to the first topic, which is Ebipyeon, where we will learn about Korean alphabet and Korean common greetings. Okay. So in this slide, you can see about Korean and Hangul. So what is Hangul? Actually, Hangul is the Korean character. So if you can see here, there is this kind of like character. So they call it as Hangul. Okay, they call it as Hangul. Not Hangul, Hangul. Okay, Hangul. Okay. And actually, this slide is kind of like extra information for you. Is you will not go into exam, but it just I want to let you know. Actually, Korean have this kind of like symbol, right? And they think that this symbol is come from the shape of the mouth or how the tongue or the mouth. Okay, so for this one, they consider when we say G, this actually the alphabet in English is G. They think that our tongue will be in this shape, so they say, oh, so this thing should be sound as G. Okay, so yeah, they just create the shape based on the movement of the tongue and the shape of the mouth like this. Okay, this M, they consider when we open the mouth, it become M sound, ma. So they decide to put the shape as a square. But I think this one is just for extra information. You don't have to memorize. Okay. Okay. So now we can see there is a Hangul consonant and vowel. So actually in Korea, they also have consonant and vowel. So for example, in English, for vowel we have A, E, I, O, U, right? And consonant we have B, C, other than A, E, I, O, U. So in Korea also they have this kind of like consonant and vowel. Okay. So now let's move on to the first vowel. So I will introduce to you the vowel that we can see in Korea. So let's see one by one. So the first one, we have one straight line and one short line. Okay, one long line, one long horizontal line, and one short line. This is we call as the sound is ah. The sound is ah. And then when we add another line, the sound is ya. Okay, you can see this is ah, this is ya. And then we have something like this, straight horizontal, and instead of to the right like this, we have to the left. And then this is the sound of oh. But when you add one more line like this, the sound will be yo. Okay, so you can see or yo. So even though they have y in their alphabet, in their vowel, we also consider this as a vowel. Okay, in English we consider y as consonant, right? But for Korean, y is also a vowel. And then we have a straight line like this, and then one on the top. This one, the sound is O. Okay, the top one is O. This one is O. You can consider this O that go upward O, O that go downward O. Okay, and then similarly, if you add another line, the sound will be Yo. So this is O, this is Yo. And then we have one straight line, and then one line at the bottom. This is the sound is U. And then when you add one more line, the sound will be U. Okay, always when you see two lines, they always include Y. Okay, and then lastly we have is okay, and then we have E. This one is the sound is E. Okay, so this sound is more like for example when we say kita, saya, the KL dialect. Okay, KL dialect. So this you can know this one straight line is okay. Now let's see the consonant. Okay, let's see the consonant. So Korean, as I said before, they also have their consonant. Okay, let's see how they write their consonant. So for the first one, they have kind of like this and this. So this sound can be G or K, ga or ka. But I really recommend you to memorize one only. Okay, because I believe the pronouns is very important for you to know the spelling. For example, for information, this one have sound G or K. And then we have double G, the sound is K. So, for example, if I say gum, G-A-M, this one is gum. If you pronounce as come, also correct. But this one also, if you write like this, they also have the same sound. Come, come. Okay? So that is why I recommend you to memorize only one, so that you know the correct spelling. So for example, if this one is the right one, then if you say gum, you know, okay, the spelling is like this and not like this. Okay, so you can memorize only one. And then the second consonant is like this. This one is M. And then we have something like this. This is D or T, but I recommend only memorize the D one. And then we have like this. This one is R or L, but I recommend this one, no choice, you need to memorize both. Okay, I will explain later why we need to memorize both. And then we have a square shape. This one is M. And then we have something like this. Okay, this one is B or P, but I recommend you to memorize only B. And then we have something like this. This one is S. Okay, S. But if you are typing usually they will show like this. So they have two shapes. You can use this one or this one. For writing, usually we use this. This one is for writing. Okay. And then we have a circle shape. Circle shape, it shows here NG, but actually it has no sound. Okay, I will explain why it has no sound. And then we have the J shape. This one is J. So some people wrote like this, but if you are typing, usually they just do like this. Okay, so actually it's similar to the S shape. Let me show. Okay, so actually the shape is similar to the S. So if you can see, S is like this, and J is, you can do like same structure as S and then one extra line at the top. Okay, and then same. So this is J. Okay, and then we have same as J. The shape, if you can see, the shape is same as J, but one extra line like this or like this. Okay, some people write this vertical, some people write this horizontal. Okay, and then we have something similar to G. Okay, something similar to this one I just said before, this one is G, and then we have something like this one instead of K, please memorize as KH, because if you try to pronounce it, usually the sound is ka, ka. It kind of like have some blowing. Okay, and then we have something similar to D. So this one, just now I said this one is D, right? Okay, this one is D, right? So if you add one more extra line here, it becomes PH, ta. And then we have, this one is actually one side with B. This one is B. But if you go like this one can say as PH, pa. Sorry, this one is B. Okay. This one is B. And then if you do the shape at the bottom, it will be pa. So this also is ka. Okay, instead of K, you should have H, ka. And then da, ta, ba, pa. And then lastly, we have the shape of H. Someone wrote like this or someone wrote like this. Okay, you can choose between. This one is H. Okay, the only difference is this one. This is vertical, this is horizontal. Okay, now, so this is the important part. Okay, because you want to know how we can combine between vowel and consonant. How you want to combine consonant and vowel. Okay, so if you can see here, there's a different combination. So I will show you all. For example, we have G. This is G, and then we have G plus A. G plus A is ga. G plus I is gi. G plus O is go. So ga, gi, go. And then we have G plus U become gu. G plus O become Go. G plus E become G. Okay. So actually, if you want to combine this consonant, and this vowel, there is like certain rules. Okay, I will show you the rules. So if you can see here, the difference between this group and this group is the position of vowel. So you can see here the vowel is on the right, but here the vowel is at bottom. Okay, one at right and one at bottom. So what is the rule? The rule is actually quite simple. If you can see here, there is like one long line, and one short line. Okay, so you always have to consider the long line, whether it is vertical or horizontal. Okay, whether it's vertical or horizontal. So let's see. So this one, if you can see, this one is the long one. This one is also the long one. This one is also the long one. So by Korean rule, the long one should be on the right. Okay, and then this one is the long one. This one is the long one. This one is the long one. So if the long one is horizontal, it should be at the bottom. If it is vertical like this, it should be on the right side. Okay, this is the rule. So basically you will have two rules. One is like this, where this is consonant, this is vowel, and then one is like this, where this is consonant, this is vowel. Okay, so for example, I put G and A, ga. So the sound will be ga, or G and U. The sound will be gu. Okay, so um, so one more concern is, what if we want to say abu? How we want to say abu? So A, we know the shape should be like this, and B is like this, U is like this, right? So this one you can combine, so it become bu. And then how you want to say you should write like this. It is correct, right? So the answer is wrong. Okay, you cannot write like this. It should be come with the circle. Okay, so vowel cannot stand alone. So you always need to have the circle one. So that is why I say just now, this circle have no sound. Okay, this circle have no sound. Okay, so like this, if you want to say you can put this you cannot say this for it's wrong. You say write this for okay. Okay, so this slide you can practice how you want to, you can try to write how you want to combine like this. Okay, this is some example. You can combine between the consonant and the vowel. Okay, now let's try to read together. So actually it's quite easy, because it kind of like you try to learn alphabet, and when it combine it become what sound. So it's actually quite easy. So for this for this one, the top shape is KH, and then the bottom is O. So it become ko. Okay, the sound should be ko. And then we have moja. So the sound should be moja. And then we have gudu. So the sound should be gudu. So gudu is a shoes, moja is a hat, ko is a nose. And then we have namu. So the sound should be namu. Namu is a tree. And then we have baji. So the sound should be baji. Okay, pants. Baji is a pants. And then we have phodo. So the sound should be podo. Podo is great. Okay. Now let's move on to the vowel 2. Okay, we call this as vowel 2 or complex vowel. Okay, so complex vowel is actually combination between two vowels. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's see the first shape. Okay, so they have the combination of R and I. So the sound is A. And then same rule, if we have double line, and then we got extra line like this, we will have Y in front. So the sound will be yeah. Okay. And then we have A, sorry. And then we have O plus I, the sound also become A. And then similarly, if we have double line like this, the sound will be yeah. So these four have the same sound. These four have same sound. So this might be difficult for someone who just knew the Korean, especially for spelling. So for example, if I say ne and ne, okay, the sound is same. This is ne, this is ne. But the meaning is different. So this one means for. This one means yes. Okay. So if you are trying to learn Korean, maybe in the future you may need to memorize some spelling. So that is why just now I asked you to memorize this as G. Okay? Because if you confuse with this one, K, then maybe you will have the wrong spelling. So but something that has same sound like this, you have no choice. This one need to memorize. Okay. Okay, that is for all of this. And then let's see this. This one is the combination of O plus R. So the sound will be wa. And then this one O plus A. A is this one. O plus A, the sound will be we. Okay. And then O plus I. O plus I, the sound also we. Okay. And then U plus O, and then we have U plus O, the sound will be wo. U plus A, U plus A, the sound will be we. Okay, the sound will be we. So these three have the same sound. Okay, but the spelling is different. And then we have u, e. U, e, the sound is we. And then we have a, I, the sound is a. The sound is a. So, this is the complex vowel. Now, where we want to put the consonant. Okay, how we want to place the consonant. Okay, how we want to place the consonant. So, basically the rule is if they got horizontal line, you can put the consonant on the top. Okay, I will show you. For example, this one. This one got horizontal, this one got horizontal, this one got horizontal, got long horizontal, long horizontal, long horizontal, long horizontal. So all of these, you should put the consonant here on the top, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So for example, if you want to say gua, you put G here, so the sound should be gua. If you put N here, the sound should be Noah. If you just put circle here, the sound should be we. And if you put G here, the sound will be gue. If you put N here, the sound will be noe. If you put G here, the sound will be gue. Okay? And then if you put just circle here, the sound will be a. If you put N here, the sound will be nơi. Okay? And then this other four does not have long horizontal. Okay? So you can just put on the left side. So if you put here, the sound will be ge. If you put here, the sound will be gie. If you put N here, the sound will be ne. If you put N here, the sound will be nie. Okay? Okay. Now, let's move on to the consonant 2, or they call this as complex consonant. Okay? So actually this one is not hard to memorize because we already see the similar shape. Okay, let's see. So we know this shape is G. Now, when we double it, the sound should be K. So even though this one show KK, but the sound is K. So I just recommend you to memorize as K. And then we got one more, right? We got like this. So this one is KH. Okay. This one you can consider as one group. G set. We call this as G set. And then we have D set, which is the first one is like this. This is D. And then when you double it, the sound will be T. And then when you got this, but with extra line in the middle, the sound is TH. Okay, like this. So this one we call as D set. And then we have B set. This one is B. When we double it, the sound will be P. And then um, when you put the shape like this, the sound will be PH. Okay, so this is B set. And then we have S, S, this one is S, and then if you have double S, the sound is actually more to TH, but not a strong one, okay, not a strong one. So the sound is kind of like sa, sa, sa. This is sa, 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 okay. And then we have this one is G, and then when you double it, this one become C, cha, ja, cha. And lastly, if you put one line at the top, this one becomes CH. Okay, you can also write like this. This one also CH. Okay, so this is J set. Okay, so I think that's all for the consonant and vowel in Korea. So from now on, um, you already know all the Korean symbol. Okay. Now let's try to do this. So this is B, this is A, so the sound will be bear. Bear is a sheep. And then this is B, this is A, this is G, this is A. So the sound will be bege. Bege is pillow. And then we have K, A, D, A. So the sound will be keda. And then we have T, A, D, A. The sound will be teda. We have S, A, D, A. The sound will be seda. We have C, and then this one is we. This one is D, this one is A. So the sound will be chueda. Okay, chueda. So chueda is resting. Seda is spill out, tumpah. Teda is you try to tear something, like remove sticker, and then keda means break. Okay. Now let's move on to one more important part, which is about this one, badchim. This sound is B-A-D, badchim. So what is badchim? Badchim is actually final consonant. So it's very important because the sound will be different, and the sound will be different and very useful in Korean grammar. Okay, so you really need to understand what is the final consonant or 받침 of Korean language. Okay, now let's see what is 받침. Okay, here. So this actually the summary of 받침. So what is 받침? 받침 is final consonant. Okay, so for example, you want to say gun. So you can write G-A, G-A, and then N, where you should put at the bottom, N. So this sound will be gun. And then if you want to say gun, you can say G-U-N, G-U-N. So this N is we call as 받침 or final consonant. Okay. So basically just now I say we have two types when we try to write like this and like this, right? So we have this consonant and vowel, consonant and vowel. So for example, G, A, G, U, okay? And then the position of badchim should be always at the bottom, like this. So for example, if you want to add N, this one sound will be gan. If you want to add B, this sound will be gup. Okay, gan gup. Okay, but the important part is like this. When this symbol become a badchim or final consonant, the sound will be like this. Okay, so for example, like this one. This one, we know this is KH. Okay, but when it become final consonant, it become G. So for example, like this. Okay, we have BU or KH. So even though this is KH, but the sound will be G. So it's not buwak. It should be buwak. Bu buwak. Okay, buwak. Not buwak. No, this is wrong. Buwak. Okay. And then N will become N. And then this D, S, double S, or TH. J, C, H, T, H. H all will be sound as D. Okay. So for example, this one. This is the combination of O and S. This is O, this is S. But the sound will be odd. Not us, but odd. Why? Because when S become badchim, it will become D. Okay? Same as this one. This one is H-I-E-H. Okay? So this one is, the sound is he, and then there is it. He, it. Okay? Not he, This one is wrong. He, is wrong. The sound will be he, it. Okay? So L become L. Okay, this one is important. So this shape, I say this one is R or L, right? And then this one always be L. Okay, I will show you the example when it become R and when it become L. Okay, so let's see. So this one, I say this one can become R or L. But for final consonant or badchim, this one always be L. So for example, you put like this D-A-L. D-A-L. So this one should be dal and not dar. Dar is wrong. Okay, the correct answer is L. So when it become R, usually when it start, it become in the beginning. Okay, for example, ramyan. R-A-M-Y-O-N. Okay, R A M Y E O N. So this one, the pronouns will be ramen. Okay, ramen. Okay, not ramen, ramen. Okay, and then the another case is when they have double like this. DALLA. This one will become double L. So the pronouns will be dalla. Okay, dalla. Double L. Okay. And if you write like this, TIARA, this one also R. Tiara. Mostly tiara. But sometimes it become L, but it depends on the spelling. Okay, usually R if it is Korean language. Okay, but if for example your name, for example your name is, instead of Tiara, your name is Tiala. Sorry, if Tiala, usually we will write like this, Tiala. So if your name have L in the middle, you put like this, Tiala. The sound will be Tiala. Okay. If you put like this, people will say tiara. Okay, tiara. But there is no choice if your name start with R. So for example, your name is Liana. Liana. Okay. For example, your name is Liana. If you write like this, Liana, many Korean will say Rihanna. Okay. Many Korean will say Rihanna, even though the sound is L. But there is no choice. You need to teach them, oh, it's not Ri, it's Li. Okay. But most people will say Rihanna if they doesn't know your real name. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's move on. So R, this one RL will always become L, M become M, B and PH become B, circle become NG. So in the previous slide, you can see this one. This one is NG, right? So why it become NG? Because when it has the final consonant. Okay. So for example, like this, we have G-O-N-G. G-O-N-G. So the sound will be gong. S-A-N-G. The sound will be sang. And this P-A-N-G. The sound will be tang. Okay. But if it is not a final consonant, if the circle not final consonant, it has no sound. Okay, it has no sound. For example, like this. This is a. But if you add like this one is ang. Okay. Alright. Now let's try to read this. So we have this one is S-U-B-A-G. So the sound should be subak. Okay, subak. Subak is watermelon. And then we have N-U-N. The sound will be nun. We have O. O and S. But S, as I said before, S become D, so the sound is O. And then we have D, A, L, the sound will be Dal, not Dar. Dar is wrong. And then we have B, A, M, the sound will be Bum, J, J, I, B, the sound will be Jip. P, A, and G, the sound will be Pang. Okay, nice. So let's try to read this. This one is H-A-N, Han, G-U-G. This one, G-U-G. G-U-G, Hanguk. Okay, Hanguk. Hanguk is actually Korea. South Korea. Okay, South Korea. They call it as Hanguk. Okay. So this one, please try to practice. So for example, Iram. Iram is name. Nara is country. Toshi is city. So, for example, my name is Khairil. I'm from Malaysia and now live in Kuala Lumpur. So how we want to say this is, you can write like this. Ka, I, Ril. So my Korean name is Khairil. And then Malaysia, Malaysia. Malaysia. Okay, if you can see here, this one got L. We use double L like this. M-A, Malay. So we have double L like this. And then Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur. So, because our Kuala Lumpur ends with R, but Korean does not have the sound R. So if the sound need to have R, they will use okay? And then you just put R. So it become R, Kuala Lumpur, okay? So for example, your name has S at the end. For example, your name is Leos, okay? Then you need to write your name as R-I-O-S. So you need to write like this, because we cannot write like this, right? If you write like this, the sound will be Rio, because S become D. So you need to use okay? So S plus becomes okay? This one you can practice. I think that's all for the first lesson. Thank you.